There are moments in life that don't look special from the outside. No spotlight, no thunder, no dramatic music. Just a simple, ordinary moment that quietly changes everything. This story begins with such a moment. Not in chaos, not in breakdown, but in silence. A late-night room, soft, dim light, a city still alive outside, headlights passing, buildings glowing, people rushing somewhere important. And inside that small room sat a man named Arham, alone with his thoughts. He wasn't shattered, he wasn't destroyed, he wasn't defeated. He was simply empty. His life was acceptable by every standard. A decent job, a steady routine, a respectable reputation. A life people would call good enough. But good enough slowly becomes painful when your heart knows you were meant for more. He wasn't unhappy because life was terrible. He was unhappy because life was silent. No spark, no excitement, no deep sense of meaning, just existence. He had spent years being responsible, being practical, being normal. He learned how to survive, but he never learned how to feel alive. And the most dangerous part, he got used to it. He started telling himself comfortable lies. It's fine, at least I'm not failing, life could be worse. But that night, those lies stopped working. There was no sudden breakdown, no tears, no dramatic collapse, just a clear realization that appeared quietly. Time is moving, and I am standing still. That thought didn't scream, it whispered, but it hit deeper than any shout ever could. He wasn't afraid of failure, he was afraid of never trying. He thought about the younger version of himself, the boy with ideas, curiosity, hunger. The boy who believed effort mattered, the boy who believed life could be extraordinary. Where did he go? He didn't disappear, he got buried under comfort, under routine, under fear of judgment. Comfort had slowly wrapped chains around his life. Soft chains, invisible chains, strong chains. Comfort whispered, "There's no rush, stay safe, tomorrow will always be there." But tomorrow had stolen years. The painful part wasn't that he failed, the painful part was knowing he never truly tried. And so, sitting in that quiet room, he asked himself a question he had avoided for years. If nothing changes, will I be okay living like this forever? There was no hesitation. No. And that no did not destroy him, it woke him up. For the first time, he understood a truth most people ignore. Motivation is temporary, clarity is permanent. Motivation depends on mood, clarity depends on truth. And the truth was simple. No one is coming to save him. No perfect time is coming. No magic moment will start his life. If his life was going to change, he would change it. Not dramatically, not instantly, but deliberately. The next morning, he woke up earlier, not because he felt powerful, not because he felt inspired, because he was simply done. Done waiting, done delaying, done living on pause. His mind resisted, his body complained, comfort tried to pull him back, but for the first time, he didn't negotiate with himself. He stood up, he moved, he acted. That small act didn't transform his life, but it changed his direction, and direction changes destiny. He didn't suddenly become perfect, he didn't become a superhero, he didn't become fearless, he simply became consistent. He started learning again, he started building, he started creating, he started improving. Some days felt powerful, some days felt pointless, some days felt painfully slow, but he did something he had never truly done before. He didn't quit on himself, and that changes everything. Confidence didn't arrive from success, it arrived from self-respect. He started trusting himself, not because life rewarded him, but because he honored his own word. I will show up. I will keep going. I will not disappear when it gets uncomfortable. Weeks turned into months. Progress was slow, growth was quiet, but it was real. Life slowly started responding. Opportunities didn't fall from the sky. They appeared because he was ready. People noticed, not because he shouted louder, but because he became steadier. Success didn't remove pressure, it changed it. Expectations increased, responsibilities grew, ego entered silently. Admiration felt good, then addictive, then dangerous. He started feeling a different kind of exhaustion, not physical, emotional. Success had started drifting away from meaning, and one night, years later, he found himself sitting alone again. Same silence, different man. This time the question was different. What am I contributing to life? That question reshaped everything. He stopped chasing speed. He stopped comparing himself to others. He stopped measuring worth by numbers. He searched for alignment. Does my work reflect integrity? Does my effort serve something meaningful? Does my success bring peace, not pressure? He set boundaries. He protected his time. He protected his mental state. He protected his values. And with boundaries, peace returned. He discovered a rare truth. Peace is not luck. Peace is self-respect. When you respect your direction, life becomes quieter. Not easier, clearer. He began helping others, not like a hero, but like someone who remembers what confusion feels like. He told them, growth is slow, doubt is normal, clarity comes after action, not before. Some listened, some didn't. He learned to release control. You cannot force transformation, you can only live it. Years went by. He was no longer chasing noise, he was building meaning. He wasn't perfect, he wasn't the most famous, he wasn't the richest, but he finally possessed the most powerful thing: ownership of his life. Ownership means no excuses, no blaming, no waiting, just responsibility. The moment you take responsibility, excuses lose power. One day, someone asked him, "How did you change?" He didn't mention achievements, he didn't mention big moments. He remembered mornings when quitting was easier, nights when progress was invisible, days where discipline felt lonely. And he answered, "I didn't change everything overnight. I just stopped abandoning myself." If you're listening right now, maybe your life looks okay from the outside, but feels quiet inside. Maybe you smile, but feel disconnected. Maybe you're safe, but not alive. Understand something deeply. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not weak. You are standing at a choice. Your life won't change because of miracles. It will change because of daily decisions. Stand when it's uncomfortable. Work when it's boring. Learn when it's hard. Rest when necessary. And keep going, especially when nobody's watching. Because meaning is not discovered, meaning is built. The life you want is not far away. It is hidden inside the discipline you haven't fully committed to yet. This is not the end. This is the moment your story finally becomes intentional.